This is Doggy DNA, the show where we invite dog owners of all sorts to come and discover the secrets held within the DNA of their equally diverse canine counterparts. Be prepared for surprises as we reveal their DNA results to learn about their lineage and provide a historical context for their individual behaviors, personalities, and abilities. We'll meet some wonderful dogs and hear the stories of how they found their families. And we'll even have time to play with the pups as our experts share advice on how best to nurture and train a wide variety of breeds. So sit, stay, and let's get to know humanity's furry best friend with Doggy DNA. Discover the emotional journey of Karma, a snuggly pup who cherishes every moment in the sun.
I named her Karma because I'm a firm believer that the energy that you put into something is the energy you get out, and she is a perfect example of that.
Next, prepare to laugh with Mabel, the goofy pup with an amusing bark and a love for chasing anything that moves.
She's learned to psych the cat out by chasing her and then running off at the last second.
Finally, uncover the surprising and educational tale of Charlie, an aloof and loyal dog devoted solely to his owner.
And he just wants to be a part of everything that the family is doing.
My name is Kaylee Johnson, and I brought my dog Karma.
Kaylee, tell me how Karma came into your life.
I wanted a sable German Shepherd my whole life. I bought Karma to work on my farm. She's my first German Shepherd. She's a year old, so I just got her last year.
Okay.
And we drove 4 hours to get her. On the way home, my husband, I remember he looked at me, I was teaching her how to sit, like at 8 weeks old in the thing, and he's like, why didn't we get one of these years ago? Because she picked it up right away and was good with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Think that there was a moment that Karma really felt the connection with you as well?
I don't think there ever wasn't. When I first brought Karma home, she was like a whirlwind of energy. And since we have put her to work on the farm, she's a nice, calm, content, well-adjusted dog that does all the things that she's supposed to. And I think she has the best life.
Oh, that's great. So tell me about her name.
Karma?
Yeah.
I named her Karma because I'm a firm believer that the energy that you put into something is the energy you get out, and she is a perfect example of that.
Tell me some of the things that you love about her the most.
My favorite things about working with Karma is that she knows exactly what I'm asking for with just 1 or 2 words. She's very attentive to where I am and what I'm doing and how I feel. So if I'm stressed out, she pays closer attention. She's my right hand. When I first brought her home, she was 10 weeks old and she heeled right to the side of the horse. She's working line bred, so her drive is insane.
How is she when she's with you and your family, your husband and your kids?
Oh, she's the silliest. She's amazing. She's funny. We do shadow puppets. We'll put our flashlights on her phone and do this, and she'll go ballistic. She'll run through our room, off the mattress, and lunge at the ceiling at the shadow puppets. Yeah. And she can jump 7.5 feet. When we go on trail rides, she actually jumps from the ground onto the horse and sits on my lap and rides down the road.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, Kaylee, you're here today to have a DNA profile done. Tell me why you wanted to have the profile done.
Breed standards are a thing.
Yeah.
And for German Shepherds, there's really only 2 recognized colors for the standard German Shepherd. Sable German Shepherds are supposed to be purebred German Shepherds. I am the belief that there's definitely something else in there that makes them this really cool color. I don't want to know where the color comes from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fair.
I have Karma's results.
Okay.
Okay, so on her DNA profile, she is 100% German Shepherd.
Very cool.
Purebred.
That's crazy.
Karma's German Shepherd heritage is steeped in a legacy of resilience and triumph. In the golden era of Hollywood, amidst the glamour of the 1920s, the legendary German Shepherd Rin Tin Tin captivated audiences with his intelligence and loyalty. Beyond Hollywood, German Shepherds have carried on his noble lineage as service dogs, search and rescue heroes, and beloved companions. Today, German Shepherds like Karma embody this rich history, showcasing the enduring bond between humans and their faithful canine friends.
I'm shocked that she's actually a purebred. She's not papered. She came from random lines that were working breed on-farm dogs.
You were suspecting that there was a mixture of breeds here. Tell me why you were thinking that.
Classically, German Shepherds are black and tan or red or tan. You usually don't see the sable color unless it's like a Dutch Shepherd or a Malinois is what most people see them as now. And
Classically, you're right with that tan and black color for a German Shepherd, but according to many kennel groups, there are 11 acceptable colors in the German Shepherd, in purebred German Shepherds. They are allowed to have 11 different colors. And nowadays, the German Shepherd is really kind of like an all-purpose working dog. They thrive doing police work or like search and rescue. They do really well in therapy or guiding the blind. They're very, very good working dogs. So these kind of dogs are gonna have a really strong work ethic, and they're not the kind of dog that would do good in an apartment with no exercise. Do you agree?
oh, I do. 3 days in the house and she's a terror. She hasn't acted out yet from it. She's just very hyper, and very reactive. Like when you ask her to do something, she does it at 10 times speed and with like 10 times more gusto. So you gotta like bring her down.
But you can imagine, I'm sure, knowing her, again, like you said, 3 days of doing nothing, probably maybe not so well behaved, am I right?
She's still really well behaved, but I think it's because it's only a minimal amount of containment.
Exercise daily is going to be important, but also mental stimulation. But I think you guys live in the ideal place for that, living on a farm. She must have a day filled with stimulation, right?
She does, absolutely. She gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning and she comes back to bed at 9 and does agility all day, every day on the farm. She can jump like 6 feet up onto the horse that I'm riding so that she can ride with me. She goes on the back of the horse. She jumps cattle gates and runs through trees. She's jumps over sheep. Like, she's very agile in what she does. I think she's as fit as she's ever going to be.
The German Shepherd was originally made to be a herding dog. Does she do that?
She does. So she doesn't do it the typical way. So German Shepherds were bred to be living fences. They run lines to keep the sheep in, but she herds more like a collie, which is probably against her nature, but she actually puts the animals back where they came from or moves them in directions for us. So we're kind of fighting her heritage traits by using her like a collie, but the instinct is there. No matter what.
She's just going above and beyond for you. She's doing,
she really is.
When they know what the job is, they're gonna do it right.
Bianca was lovely. She wasn't intimidated by Karma. I know a lot of people can be. She loved playing with her. She knew so much about her.
Kaylee was very clear that Karma is, she definitely holds a really special place in her heart. And you can really see the work that she's put in with Karma. And yeah, it's a beautiful connection.
I think the biggest way that Karma has changed my life is that I've always had a dog. I've never not had a dog, but I've never had a dog that could keep up with me. Karma's my right hand, and she means everything to me.
Hair envy alert! Mabel's locks are fabulous, but it's her howling hobbies that really turn heads. Stay with us to sniff out the secrets of her goofy genes.
My name's Amanda Van Tassel, and I brought my dog Mabel with me.
Well, let's talk about Mabel.
Yeah.
Tell me how she came into your life.
I found Mabel through social media. I wasn't in the market for a social media dog, but I found her and she found me. And it was love at first sight.
She was a puppy?
She was 8 weeks old when I brought her home. Yeah.
And you fell in love instantly?
Oh, it was instant. And she came running to me. There was a little girl and a little boy left in the litter that were up for grabs. And she was the one that was the most interested in interacting with me as well.
Yeah.
So it was really cool.
So she also knew that you were her person.
I think she picked me just as much as I picked her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me about her name, Mabel.
We brought her home and it was my partner that said, maybe she was born with it. And I finished with maybe it's Maybelline, and it absolutely just morphed into, oh my gosh, that's her name. It's Mabel.
It suits her really well.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah. She has an old lady face.
Yeah. Well, let's talk some more about Mabel. What are some of the things that you love the most about her?
I love how goofy she is. She's learned to psych the cat out by chasing her and then running off at the last second. Super smart too. We're in a program learning to become a service dog trainer. So Mabel is basically my demo dog. So she trains with me, learns all of the skills that a service dog would need essentially.
Talk about some of the behaviors, maybe sort of interesting, quirky things that she does.
She is very, very scent driven. She needs to do a full perimeter check every time she walks into a room, sniffs everything out, looks for lost food, of course. She also doesn't like things out of place.
Okay.
So if she's in a familiar environment to her and something's out of order, she knows it and she doesn't always like it. When there's wildlife in the backyard that we can't see because we live in a wooded property, she will scream bark. And it's a bark that is unlike anything else you've ever heard. It's like a beagle bay with a scream in the background. And I know every time she barks like that, that there's something
wildlife
going on.
Any other strange things, like does she love water? Does she hate water?
I was really hoping she was going to love water because she, I think, has some Cocker Spaniel in her based on her mom, but she's not a water lover at all. Yeah, she'll go splash through puddles, but that'll be about it.
So you're here to have a DNA profile done on Mabel today. Let's talk about that. Why did you want to have the profile done?
I just think it's interesting, you know, the behavior linking to breed and things like that. Understanding breeds and their DNA really helps a lot with the training of a dog. I just think it's so fascinating to learn more about the dog that you have in your home.
Amanda, are you ready for your results?
I'm so ready.
Okay. I'm happy to tell you that Mabel is 37% Cocker Spaniel
Okay.
and 63% Beagle.
Very cool.
Yeah, how do you feel about that?
That's awesome. So yeah, her parents are purebred basically, and she really does take after her dad, who's the Beagle.
Yeah, you can definitely see that in her appearance and in her behavior, actually.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's really cool.
Mabel's Cocker Spaniel heritage is rooted in the English countryside, where these beloved companions first emerged. Originating from England in the 19th century, Cocker Spaniels were bred for flushing out game birds, particularly woodcock. Over time, they gained popularity not only as skilled hunters, but also as cherished family pets. Through dedicated breeders and enthusiasts, Cocker Spaniels have made their mark on the world stage, captivating hearts with their distinctive charm.
Both breeds were bred to be hunting dogs. So especially the Beagle are go, 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 very instinctually intelligent because they have an intense sense of smell.
Yeah.
And I know that Mabel does do a lot of scent tracking.
Oh, tons of sniffing.
Mabel had a really strong scent drive. Beagles were bred for track and prey. So when she sees things out of place, I think that actually confuses her a little bit with her tracking, which is why she may be scream crying like Beagles tend to do. And then Cocker Spaniels are actually most of the time pretty relaxed and loves to be with their people. So the combination of the two breeds provides amazing opportunity for something like a service dog.
Yeah, 100%. She loves being with me all the time. She loves working with me. Once we got our bond kind of figured out and our relationship grew, it made training so much easier.
The bark that you're talking about is very interesting to me because Beagles are very well known for their scream barks, as Mabel shows you. Especially when she's tracking. She can probably hear the wildlife in your backyard, even from long distances, and she's just making sure she's tracking and alerting you that they're there.
Absolutely, and we do have coyotes in our neighborhood, so having her alert to that is a good thing. The only thing that I find is interesting is that she's not as much of a hunter as I thought she would be, especially knowing that both breeds in her are hunters. She gets interested and then just kind of loses interest really quickly. And that's almost why I was wondering if there was a little bit of something else in her as well. Yeah.
I think the fact that you spend so much time taking care of her mental stimulation really speaks to how she'll have that initial chase after those squirrels and those rabbits, but then she always comes back to you because she knows what her task is and she's happy to fulfill that job.
Yeah, that's very true.
What kind of activities do you and Mabel do to get that physical and mental stimulation?
So we go for lots of walks. We've got puzzle toys, activity mats. So we really try to make sure that every day has a little bit of mental stimulation there for her.
That's amazing. Yeah, super important. What about physical stimulation? Have you ever tried agility?
No, we haven't tried agility yet.
Beagles are very slender and they do love the reward. So if you made it a task and reward kind of thing for her, I think it may be something she really enjoys.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're a dog trainer.
Yes.
What kind of special hand signals do you have for Mabel?
So the one kind of special one that's a little bit different than what other people would use for a hand signal is my down cue for Mabel. With her, it is my hand straight up in the air, and that's her signal to go into a down position.
When hiking a lot like Mabel and Amanda do, it's really important to have that hand signal command down pat, especially if they're off leash. So being able to put your hand upward and her lay down from any distance is amazing and really helpful with training and keeping her safe.
I think having the results now just allows me to have a better understanding of my dog.
Beagle and a Cocker Spaniel needs constant physical and mental stimulation, and Amanda has actually really internalized that, and you can really see that with Mabel. She's a very happy, well-rounded dog.
Mabel has changed my life for the better, for sure. She has made me more patient as a person, a better dog trainer, more understanding and empathetic. Mabel means the world to me. She's my everything.
Charlie's not just a cuddle bug, he's a genetic puzzle waiting to be solved. Discover the surprising roots of his unique traits right here on Doggy DNA.
My name is Gina Makritis, and I'm here today with my little pup, Charlie.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Yeah, and this is Charlie.
This is Charlie Jones Makritis.
Tell me first how you met Charlie.
I'm a public health nurse.
Okay.
And a single mom.
Okay.
And so during COVID, at the end of one very busy workday, I was just scrolling through social media and I saw this little guy's face and just had this like overwhelming feeling come over me that like, this is my dog. I need to do whatever it takes to get this little guy home to me where he belongs. And within a week, he was home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was there a moment that you think that Charlie also knew he was home?
Charlie was a stud before he came to live with us. So he was 3 when he came home and had no idea how to like manage family life. So it took a lot of gentle, loving care and a lot of patience.
Tell me a little bit about Charlie. What's he like?
Charlie and I are so tightly bonded. He's just my little shadow, follows me everywhere I go, and he just wants to be a part of everything that the family is doing. He puts the kids to bed at night, wakes them up in the morning. He loves to come camping with us in the summer, and it's so much fun to have him tag along. So he loves like having a nap in the hammock, paddleboarding and being on the water, but not in the water. He's just such an easygoing, happy-go-lucky little guy.
What about his behaviors? Does he have anything that's really quirky?
Not so much behavior-wise, but everybody just finds it so adorable that he has these like huge ears, one up, one down. A lot of folks refer to him as Baby Yoda. And he's just like so in love with my children, and I think that he kind of sees them as their caregiver too. And it's so interesting to me the patience that he has with them. My daughter will pop him in a stroller or a little grocery cart. They're always like dressing him up. He's just like another child.
Yeah. You're here today to have a DNA profile done.
Yes.
Tell me why you wanted to have that.
So Charlie came to me as a Biva terrier, tomato. There's a million ways to say it, which is a very new breed. So that breed was developed in Germany in 1984 and didn't come to North America until 2003. So his coat, his coloring isn't quite what you would expect for a Biwa. So I'm just curious to see if he does have anything else mixed in there. If he is a true Biwa, I'm hoping to learn a bit more about that breed as well.
Hi, Gina.
Hi, Bianca.
How are you?
I'm doing great.
Good. I'm excited to give you these results.
I'm really excited to hear them.
Yeah. And you have a suspected breed. What was that again?
A Biwer Terrier.
Okay.
It's a purebred Biwer.
Okay. So I do have the DNA profile, and Charlie is 100% Yorkshire Terrier.
Oh, wow.
In 19th century England, Yorkshire Terriers were bred to hunt rats in textile mills and mines. Their small size and tenacity made them invaluable. As they gained popularity, their elegant coats and bold personalities made them favorites among Victorian high society. Today, Charlie exemplifies this heritage with his dark brown and tan coat, large ears, and sparkling eyes. Despite his size, his energetic and cautious nature at home reflects the adventurous spirit of his ancestors.
So what do you think?
I'm pretty surprised.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear more.
So 2 things could have happened here. Number 1, he is indeed a Yorkshire Terrier, like I said. Number 2, there are some instances with new breeds that they don't have that DNA profile in the DNA databases in these companies. But that suspected breed is always a very new breed.
Mm-hmm.
They run the DNA profile of your individual dog and compare it to others that they have in the database to find out what lineage it comes from.
Right.
So if they don't have that database, it could just not be picked up at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the very least, I'm happy to know he's purebred.
100%. 100%. Yep.
Yeah.
And just curious, is it because the Beaver Terrier is just not quite recognized in these profiles yet, where they're so new? Or maybe he's a Yorkshire Terrier. Either way, he's super cute.
He sure is.
Yeah. Whether it's a Beaver Terrier or Yorkshire Terrier, they're very similar in personalities. So what kind of terrier traits do you notice in Charlie?
So he's like a little bit of a tracker. Like if we're outside and he sees a squirrel or a bird, he's gone.
Yeah, and they were originally used as ratters, which, hunting down and catching rats. This program, Earth Dogs, will dig tunnels in the ground. And at the end of the tunnel, they'll have like this layer of where, a small prey would live. Terriers thrive, and a lot of the time you don't even have to train them. You just let them go and they figure it all out.
That's really interesting to hear, because one of Charlie's favorite activities at home is digging on the rugs, and he'll just like pick a spot and dig. And we always kind of wondered like what that behavior meant.
Have you tried any kind of training with him, agility-wise, obedience-wise, or just basic sit, stay, paw?
Not really. We worked with a trainer when we first got him, more to train myself and the kids.
I love what you just said. You just said, we got a dog trainer, and it wasn't necessarily to train Charlie, although I'm sure it was beneficial for Charlie as well, but also to train Charlie's people, right? And I think that's something that a lot of people aren't aware of, about the value of the dog trainer to the people. Has he ever been involved in any kind of instances where he would do any kind of agility? Because Yorkies do really good in agility. They're very smart. And they can be pretty fast, even though they're tiny.
We've never really tried that with Charlie, no.
That might be something cute that he might find interesting. It's mentally stimulating, and it also helps increase that bond. Mentally stimulate your children at the same time as mentally stimulating your dog is a win-win.
Sounds good.
Yeah, so keep up with that stuff, and I think, Charlie would love that, I think.
Awesome. Charlie has changed my life fully and completely, and I really feel like the universe brought Charlie and I together. Like our souls were meant to spend this life together. My children were quite young when Charlie came home to live with us, and it's been just such a joy to watch the 3 of them grow up together. I just can't imagine living without him.